What's going on? Another beautiful day at Thompson'S Kennels. Hope y'all enjoying your holidays. I was asked to shoot this video, so I'm gonna shoot it on here. This is a lot to take in, but first we have ADBA 6th generation ped, and we have a bona fide 6th generation ped. All of my dogs are double registered with ADBA and bona fide. I'm just showing you the difference in the two peds. This is bona fide, this is an ADBA. This is my Maha dog's pedigree, the Sorrels dog. As you can see, Sorrels. Excuse me. This is the layout of a pedigree on paper. A lot of you guys who have peds online, same kind of deal, but you can't believe everything that's on there. But this is actual confirmed documentation from my registry company, just to show you guys. The one on the right is Proud Mary. So if you look on the pedigree, you'll see Proud Mary would be here. This would be her father, Manny. Let me get a close up on there. And this would be her mother, Ciroc. Pure Boils topside. Try to get up here so you guys can see. Queen of Hearts. You'll see pretty much the gist of what makes up a Boils dog. Eli Carver cross. A lot of Bolio influence. So that would be the top side of the pedigree. The bottom side would be the Garner blood. As you can see, Garner everywhere here. But this is the layout, like I told you. Both parents would be 50-50 of whatever the dog is. And then as you go back, it drops to quarters. And then as you go back, it drops to a lower percentage and a lower percentage as you go back. When you use a dog repeatedly, and we'll use Garner here as an influence. All right, you'll see Dynamite here. Dynamite was a son of Frisco and Yoko. Okay, you'll see Frisco is a son of Chinaman, and then you'll see he's a grandson, which means they used this dog twice in the pedigree. Chinaman. So Frisco would be a line-bred son off of Chinaman, which produced Dynamite, which produced Carmelo, which is Ciroc's father. But that's how you place dogs on the pedigree when you're line breeding and you're inbreeding. You'll see the influence. Chinaman is not a bloodline. A lot of people say that. He is a dog. Just a dog. He's not a bloodline. He is a dog. Okay? He was produced by Woods Trouble and Molly. You can see it right here, clear as day. Now you'll see the amount of times they used him in the ped. He is not a pure dog. He's not pure Eli. He's not pure Carver. He is a cross. So you'll see it all through the pedigree. Look at the females they were using in these breedings, okay? They use Scooter on this one. They use China Girl on this one. Females have an influence, but we'll slow down a little bit. I really wanted to get this into your heads about where you guys are placing these dogs on these peds, because this matters. Like I said, this is Proud Mary's. I'm using a bona fide example because, as you can see, it's a way bigger font than the ADBA, but it is what it is. But pure Garner bottom side, pure Boils top side, and then all of you guys seen Proud Mary before. The key to what I want you to hit on this video is the fact that if we was to flip this pedigree around and put Garner on top and Boils on the bottom, this would be an entirely different dog. Okay? The male and the female, it matters what's the male and what's the female, because they can produce two separate. I could have this breeding right here and we'll have Mary. I do the reverse. It can be a different looking dog, different temperament dog, just because the Garner blood is on the top. Now, we've always had discussions about males driving the ship. The male has a heavy influence on the breed, and I'm a firm believer that the female has almost an equal share in the breeding. But that's the gist of it right there. So you see how these generations go back. And where you're placing dogs on peds, it does matter. It does fucking matter. If I had a pure red boy male and a pure Eli female and I did a breeding, and then I took a pure Eli male and a pure red boy female and did a breeding, those are two completely different litters of puppies. They may be the same blood, but where you're placing these dogs does freaking matter. So, and we got a couple of books here if you're into these dogs and you like to read and know the history. And like I said, Thompson'S Kennels does not affiliate in any illegal activity whatsoever. We breed and condition dogs, show quality animals. So this is a great book here. This is another great book here. And you got a couple of more books here. You know, do your research, get your ducks in a row, your education part down, and get the physical part down, which is the animals, the hands-on. So a lot of the things you read, you can identify with this breed, but just showing you guys two separate pedigrees, how's it bred out, where the dogs are placed, and things to eye for on the breedings. What created the great dog? You know, a lot of people just look at the dog. Look at what created the great dog and the combinations of blood. This is a heavy Garner dog, but this is a lot of Bolio. When you go back further, a lot of this is predicated off a heavy Bolio stock. The Lever Red dog, a lot of the stuff that you see that worked in his program. And I've continued to use that because I bred Proud Mary to her half brother, which was Hustle Man. Same top side as Proud Mary because they have the same father. So this is the same. The bottom is different. This is a Garner influence. The other one is a Harry Hargrove Bolio influence on Hustle Man. It's a completely different bottom, but they're predicated, the Bolio, which I was telling you about, off the same thing. So when I do a breeding like that, I'm expecting this blood to link up the two mothers in this, which would be Sirach and Sheba, which is Hustle Man's mother. I'm expecting these to link up. I know the Boyles is going to link up because it's the same. It's an inbreeding. But this is the combination that's occurring in that breeding when I do it. So, and let's do a yard tour now since we got this out. I'll show you for myself. Come here, Rosemary. This is a daughter off of Proud Mary, the dog's pedigree that I just showed you. As you can see, very active. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Very active, friendly dog. And the beautiful thing about this is you see the dogs on paper and then you see them translate in front of you by using the different combinations of bloods. Because when you're putting this stuff together, have an idea of the traits and tendencies that these lines have. So you're putting it into your program. So you know where to put it, how to put it, what you're lacking, what you need. And this is a perfect example of this. Mary is a little bit shorter, stockier dog. As you can see, Hustle Man brought a very high energy influence into this. Proud Mary, great teeth, good mouth. Great little bulldog. Proud Rosemary, daughter off of Hustle Man and Proud Mary. Her brothers with Brickyard. Great little male, Trouble Man. Come here, ladies. That's Cookie. If I pull her ped, she is 75% pure boiled. She's line bred on a pure dog. If I triple bred her, she'd be, 96.2% pure boils? But just her as is 75%. Mary. Ain't she, girl? This is the female to the pedigree that I just showed you a minute ago. So you can actually see how it's put together and physically what it is. Beautiful little dog. Cookie. Let y'all get a little view of my Cookie dog. All right, back inside, back inside, back inside, back in. Thought you were slick. Get back in there. I just was suckering you to get out so I could get a video of you. Hate me later. But Proud Mary Cookie. And this is Cold Hearted. Cold Hearted is a direct daughter off of Cookie. I took Crush and bred her to Cookie. Crush was a heavy Eli Bolio dog, sired down by a Pure Boyles dog, which is an Eli Carver cross. I'm trying to repeat this so you guys see how this stuff is connected. Something may seem like it's off base, but it's really not. Yeah, it all goes together. Very tightly bred. Her mother is line bred. 75% Pure Boyles is what her mother is, with a quarter of pure Eli blood. Father, heavy Eli Bolio. Look at Vengeance, Toby. I mean, just a great influence on this dog. And her sire's father was a Pure Boyles dog, Mad Frank, bred directly by Boyles. But this is Cold Hearted, daughter to Cookie. Rosemary, daughter to Proud Mary. So 2 females, both of their offspring. Both of those dogs were only bred once. Here's a female off each one of those offsprings. Mailman. He's a product of Hustleman and Beretta. Beretta was a Pure Boyles dog. Hustleman, heavy balls Bolio. This is his son. This male is 75% Pure Boyles. He just put him on the chain yesterday, but this is Little Mailman. Very hyper, high-strung dog. Reminds me a lot of his daddy. Don't you, boy? Don't you, boy? Don't you? Little Mailman. Mailman is a half-brother to Rosemary. Rosemary was sired by Hustleman, so was him. Same father, different mothers. This is Commando. He's shaping up to be a real nice looking dog. This is a belly mate brother to the Cold Hearted bitch that I showed you. Direct son off of Cookie. You can really start to see the Crush influence starting to come out in him as he gets older. They're starting to physically shape up. Be very good dogs. Very big teeth, heavy Boyles Eli influence on this dog. Heavy Boyles Eli. And don't forget when you're tying the yard in, Cookie and Proud Mary are half sisters. They have the same father. One's double bred on the father, the other one's not. So in actuality, this is Proud Mary's nephew, which makes him a first cousin to Rosemary. See how the blood flows and how it links up across the yard? Little Sorrel's dog. You saw her pet over there. Beautifully bred dog, very young. What I really appreciate from this line is the athleticism. As you can see, she can front flip and back flip sideways off of all fours. Very good little dog. Yes, you are. Very influential in the breeding program coming up. Hustle Man. This is Hustle Man, sire to Mailman, Rosemary. Beautiful bulldog. He defines what a bulldog is, definition wise. I don't have to go too deep into him. Look at some of my videos and check his background. We're gonna keep it moving. This is Little Lady in Brown. Getting ready to feed up in a minute. They all like, where's the food? This is a belly mate sister to Mailman. 75% Pure Boyles out on his Bolio. Same thing with this little joker right here. They're belly mate sisters. But this is how the program goes. You can take a 50-50 or something that's not pure and breed it the correct way to get something pure. So I took Hustle Man, to Beretta, which was pure boils, and produced the 75% pure boils right here on my yard. Produced here at Thompson'S Kennels, Rosemary, Mailman, Commando, Cold-Hearted, all produced here at Thompson'S Kennels. Like I said, but this is just a little knowledge is power video. And while I got this on here, I'll show the heavy duty chain setups that we're using now. This is pretty much a setup here, so you guys have an idea. I showed this before. This is a different style of setup compared to the other video, knowledge is power. You can use bull snap, whatever you're comfortable using, but this is the secondary. I told you guys I would put this on here. This is the second setup. O-ring, C-link, swivel, C-link chain. I'll repeat this again for you guys. O-ring, C-link, swivel, C-link chain. Loop your collar through the hole, dog will never get loose. Cold-hearted. Like I said, just another little knowledge is power video. Try to keep you guys aware and on board, and a lot of people, like I said, y'all don't get offended if I can't get to you. I am very, very busy. I got 3 businesses, do a lot of stuff. So when I put these videos out here, I try to cover a broad band of questions that I'm asked about how to breed dogs, what to look for. I'm a Boyles fan, Bolio fan, Eli fan. That's what I run. I run heavy. Used to run a lot of Red Boy Jeep Rascal blood back in the day. Shout outs to Brickyard. Look out for that Orphan Annie hard work. I don't have my Reba blood right here in my yard, but we doing a breeding, brother, sister. I'm getting a pup back off of that. That's what that spot over there is for. But Reba will be coming back in a little while. Hopefully inbred. But like I said, just another little video. Try to catch y'all up what y'all doing. Like I said, appreciate the love, appreciate the hate. Don't really matter to me either fucking way. But Thompson'S Kennels out.